What is up, Goons? It's Head Gooner Hellpockets representing the game, Goons. And first of all, I want to thank everybody for the support that you've shown watching the me versus Meta Abe first to 10 kinda Fatal Fury Save the Wolves match, Preacher versus Marco. It's almost at 100K views. If we can get that bumped up just a little bit more, man, that would mean the world to us, honestly. But yeah, this video is going to be a reaction to the Rock Howard video, which we released very suddenly earlier today. By the time you read this, it'll probably be Tuesday though, so gonna be a little late. Anyway, make sure you like and subscribe and enjoy the show. Also, comment. Make sure you comment too. Thanks. Yeah, so this is me and Abe checking out the Fatal Fury Save the Wolves Rock Howard trailer that just dropped, I think about half an hour ago from SNK. And it's got a couple surprises in it, I guess, you know.
One of the surprises is this character was already revealed. So what is this?
So that's the one thing I was interested in knowing was like, are they going to go back and do the characters that they had already revealed in bulk and possibly give them the solo treatment, right? Because some of these solo reveals have been a little meatier than what we saw in the at least in the first initial trailers, where like Hotaru and T-Zoc and all those other characters got revealed. So they get to spend a little more time on them and show some stuff that we might have missed because they've been around out in the wild for a little bit now, and they managed to get the drop on us.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm excited to see if there is just something different at all in this, seeing as this is Rock Howard, one of the first characters to get revealed for City of the Wolves. And a lot of time has passed since then, so let's see if there's a substantial difference or something they're trying to show us by putting this video out. Got the music playing.
The music is live.
Got the fist pumping.
So I guess we confirmed that this is Rock's stage, you know, the bar that he's too young to drink at. Actually, I guess he'd be like maybe 20 now.
All right. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So far, things we've seen before.
Yep. So no one's used the RevArt crack counter. I mean, I'm sure someone tested it, but ooh, yeah. So that's definitely something that we're gonna go back and look at. No one's used that either yet. The rage run low.
I wonder if that does a ton of damage too.
I feel like it would have to, at the very least, not be too harsh on the scaling. Because that's obviously like I'm trying to open you up from the low side versus the overhead. So I should get a fairly decent amount of damage from that, if life is fair.
So this basically was a showcase of what the character can do.
Yeah. And I think I like that everything was so quick when they first started dropping characters on us as SWC that we didn't necessarily get a chance to really enjoy too much about those characters before, and two of them got taken away from us, Hotaru and T-Zoc.
Right.
I think Rock has been a part of the game the entire time. So even then, I don't think we have seen everything we could see from this.
So like you mentioned, so far this is stuff we've seen. Actually, pause it real quick. In the exhibition and in the videos that we recorded when it was a first attempt with you and I was trying to use as much as I could Marco's EX counter, right?
Right.
Now Marco's EX counter,
it was good.
It was good. And I haven't fully mastered it yet because we obviously haven't had an infinite amount of time with it. But Rock's counter has it's a lot of time. It's just like kind of like how it works in KOF 15 and like Geese's counter, except there's a follow-up. So with the system, it allows you to do more as an extension, right? You could rev cancel or rev XL it into a bigger combo, which I feel is it's pretty nice. And like you said, we didn't see anybody really taking advantage of that, right?
No, I hadn't yet to see anyone utilize EX crack counter or even regular crack counter for that matter. I think maybe part of that has to do with like EX crack counter not being the best combo starter in KOF 15, where a lot of Rock players would be coming from. They'd be coming from KOF 15 and being like, oh, EX crack counter is literally like, if I've got no other options, I'm going to utilize it, right?
Yeah, this is a lot different now, though. And you know what? This is what a lot of this video makes me wonder, like, how much damage do these types of things do, right? Because later on, he has a mix-up or a version of Rage Run that he does and goes into full super, and it really makes you wonder how much damage that does. So, I don't know. These are things that we haven't been had the chance to like test extensively, but usually off of counters, they have not been very forgiving on damage, right? Like I could think of, at least to compare it to 15, Geese has the neutral counter that you get a full combo off of, and it's heavily skilled. So I don't know. Usually it's the case where there's big scaling involved in these type of counters, but I don't know, man, because Marco's is pretty good. Like, you can still get pretty decent damage off of it.
Well, I'm not even sure his scales that much, because like it felt like
I haven't been able to finish a combo with him.
I feel like if you were definitely going to get 40% off of that.
It seemed that way. It didn't seem too crazy on the scaling there. So that's one thing I'm definitely interested in, besides the fact of how useful it's going to be.
Things that did a lot of damage in Market Wolves don't necessarily do a lot of damage here, but every now and then you do run across something that just chunks, and Marco seems to be fairly have that fairly available to him, or like just his strings do a lot of damage. So
this is something you wanted to talk about.
This is something I wanted to talk about, yeah. So I'm not sure, and we did some research before we started recording to see if this had been represented in any other of the Fatal Fury Save the Wolves videos featuring Rock, and that's the Rage Excel, which is like a version of Geese's DP kick move, I believe. That forces ground bounce, and I feel almost silly thinking like, oh yeah, you know, this is brand new, because I'm not seeing an input for this on the official move list. So it might be something that is on there, but I wasn't recognizing it. Like, I know that the Rage Run has some follow-ups that are new to this game. So that might be one of them. And it's just really hard to tell, because
this is a cancel. This is clearly a cancel,
This
right?
is a cancel. This is definitely a Rev XL from Rev Art Hard Edge to whatever this is. I'm going to look up the name of it.
It's probably Rage Run into Swipe, because this is part. You can't do this in Rage Run. I would assume this is the only thing that makes sense.
You can do this move in Rage Run?
Yes.
Okay, so that's most likely what it is. So this must be what they call a Rage Run layup.
Yeah, because I actually remember it now, because Max would do it in a block stream and cross me up in the corner, because it crosses up in the corner, I think, no matter what.
Okay.
Like, so I think that might be what that is.
So that's interesting, because I was like, man, I don't see anybody utilizing this.
Because he does get a run. Look, do you see? He gets a run and then he takes off.
Now that we're seeing it in slow motion, I can see that, yeah.
Because like, if we look at the SPG attack, the Rev Blow, whenever we get a chance to see it again, I'm pretty sure he doesn't run. I think it just
goes straight into the jumping Rev Blow. But he's also in the air too, so that's the only way that he would get that. This is interesting right there. Didn't see any Rocks utilizing that Rage Run low attack either.
The cancel too, like, you just cancel into it. Like so far, a few of these characters have somewhat of these mix-up potentials, right? Like, Marco has his EX Fireball that he can cancel into and like basically get like frame advantage and then mix you up. But this is more advanced. This is actually a low. So from a low, you could cancel into the continuation, no matter what, too, on hit or block. So
the interesting thing here is, I wonder if that move replaces the run stop, because you know he had his run stop in every game up until at this point, and I haven't seen a straight up run stop from Rage Run yet. So if they're replacing Run Stop with that jump move and that low, maybe one of those moves can be is breakable.
Also, I guarantee you this is safe no matter what. This little mix, because if you go low on the Rage Run and you cancel into the Rev Excel Fireball, it's safe on hit or block.
It is not breakable. I'm looking at the move list right now. Sorry.
So whether this hits or not, like, you're safe. If you cancel,
that's pretty good.
Yeah. So, and I watched all of Justin's and Koichi's video. One of the SNK devs that was a part of Justin's match. They have really good matches, by the way. If you guys haven't seen them, go check it out. I'm
for sure.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of this.
So I'm for sure gonna have a look at it. I haven't had a chance to look at that video all the way through, but it's definitely something that if we're gonna be analyzing higher level City of the Wolves stuff, like, that is a must watch. Yeah, this is like, you could probably react to that, honestly.
But you know what, you probably could. And if you didn't, it's safe. It's like, I guarantee you it's safe. And Rock's gonna be really popular, so that it's gonna be a heavily explored character as far as his options are, especially in the beginning of the game.
I feel like he's going to be a great all-arounder because of that safe pressure, potentially safe pressure that he'll be able to take advantage of here.
Like, the devs are literally giving you a mix right here, right now. This is what this is.
This is pretty good because, like, if he blocks this close C, the Rock still has the option to do that, or he can go into dunk. And now the dunk mix is actually real because there is a low option. There wasn't a low option before this. It was usually no one ever did it. No one ever rage run on the block. No one really rage ran as combo fodder either. So the fact that it could be utilized as a mix option now is very revolutionary for this character.
Seems pretty fast, bro. I think that would be a perfect block string if you did it in a block string. I mean, showing us a lot of interesting options. I think this is going to be something we're going to be looking back on a lot if we ever get a online beta or get an opportunity at another major or regional to try out the game. I feel like this is something that people will try out. But to be fair, there is a lot going on in this game that it's not so easy to constantly think of it off the fly, especially like in a match, right? Because maybe some of the people that went to Evo will be match ready if this ends up at one of the regionals or majors as a demo or online beta test. But, my experience and your experience, it wasn't so easy to apply everything in like the 30 minutes to potential hour that you might get.
I mean, I think it's because we're so used to having a certain amount of time with a game that I don't think we were working slow. I just think that we were really trying to get the most out of the things we were exploring with the game. So certainly that meant giving up on some ideas. Like, I didn't get to try all the characters I wanted to try out because I was so interested in knowing, like, how deep does this Preacher well go, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully we get a beta.
Agreed. So as far as this trailer goes, this is definitely another trailer just showing off what the character can do, especially since a lot more people have been exposed to the game at this point. I think we're starting to have more learned eyes as far as what we're seeing here.
Yeah.
And it's getting more interesting for everybody to see what's going on.
I'm most certainly looking forward to the characters that we already know are in the game but haven't gotten this treatment yet. So that's at least Terry, that's Preacher, that's Tizok, and Hotaru. So
Marco
got one. I think he was the first one that got the solo treatment, right? Because he got the one at Evo Japan.
Well, was it like this though?
Yeah,
where it was like it was showing off. Yeah,
it was the same. It was the same formula. And then we got the Bijanet and the Vox Reaper one, and then most recently Kevin Ryan and Billy Kane. So yeah, going back to do Rock, Terry, Preacher, Hotaru, and Tizok, I think is a pretty cool idea. But they also got so many, potentially other options with that. They could, mix a character we haven't seen in the game yet with all of that. So I do think it's cool that they're going back in time a little bit here, but I'm not entirely
sold on them going all the way through that and then dropping new characters on us again. I think that they still got some tricks up their sleeves.
This is for you, Terry. Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.